Hello. Uh, is there anybody in the chat who can confirm if they can hear me? Hello, Vikram. Hi. I'll wait for a couple of more people to join in. Let's see if we have like two, three people, then we'll start. Um, what I am going to brew today is a sample pack I got from Swiss Water. It's a Ethiopia Suke small batch series decaf coffee, and it's a natural processed coffee from the Guji region in Ethiopia. And right now I've only got like around 10 to 12 grams of it. Yes, I love Ethiopian coffees too. They are my favorite, I would say. Um, I think mostly African coffees are the ones I've been leaning towards these days. Ethiopians have always been my favorite, but there was a time when I was trying a lot of Colombian coffees and I really liked them. But recently, I've realized that I've been preferring African coffees over Colombian or South American coffees. What have you been brewing today? Did you brew some coffee? Only desi stuff waiting on some Jivita. What did you order? Anyway, what I'll do is I'll just start brewing the coffee now. Um, so it's 12.9 grams of coffee. I'll do around 200 grams of water with this, maybe less, maybe around 180. Yeah, so this was around 18 clicks, right? I'm going relatively fine because it's not a lot of coffee and I want the drawdown time to be a decent one, like around 1.5 to 2 minutes with this. Let's see how much it goes. Which coffee am I brewing? I am brewing this coffee. One second. So it's a Swiss water coffee sample. It's a decaf Ethiopian. It's a small batch series Guji natural coffee. Oh yeah, it's in the title. Um, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'll try to show it here. Like if you can see the grind size, I'm not sure if it is going to be very much visible, but it's a relatively fine grind because as a decaf, it does not have a lot of resistance and it flows quite quickly. So let's start. It smells really sweet, that's for sure. It's on the more developed side of things. Mm, there is a bit of that toasted nut smell that you get. That is for sure. And I think it's not. It's something that I think most of the sample roasters or the people who are not actually roasters, but they are trying to sell coffee or like even farmers, farm producers, they roast their coffees as samples on a slightly darker side. Like even when I was at WOC, I felt the same way. I have had coffees from the same farm by multiple roasters and even the farm's internal test roasts. I found that the farms really do. Did you do a live stream from WOC? No, I have not done that. I made a lot of videos. I still have it, and I was planning to make a vlog out of it and post it here, but I have not been able to get to editing the videos. And what did you brew today? Those Yamahas in the back. Yes, they are Yamaha HS8s. Smells nice. A bit of fruit, a bit of roast actually. It has that like a dark chocolate kind of situation happening here. Arabi. How is Arabi? How is KK in general? Because for me, KK has been extremely inconsistent. Every time I've tried, I've just gotten disappointed. And people with the same coffees, people have had great experiences. So I don't know. Maybe I should get back to trying them out. You don't like it? Hmm. What other coffees are in circulation? Oh, since 2023, that's a long time. I also need to freeze a lot of coffees. I have like double digit kilos of coffee with me right now, which is not a good thing. Made espresso. What are you using to make espresso these days? Pico Presso. Oh, you got it back, right? You got it back. I thought it was with somebody else. Oh, you're talking about the dysfunctional Pico Presso. Oh, the dysfunctional one. What happened to the functional one? Oh, original owner. Okay. Feels quite thin actually. This brew. There is some acidity, but it's still very hot and feels very thin. Have you tried contacting Wakeko if they can fix it or if they have some spare parts available or something like that? Hmm. Yeah, that's hard. They're based out of Hong Kong or China. HK. Might be that we can find somebody who's going there. I don't know. Still quite hot. I found like how is the winters for you guys? Well, like how is the summers for you guys? It's been very hot here these days. Uh, and I'm trying to figure out a way to make better iced coffees. Fan is at 3. Bro, I don't know if you can see it, but my cooler is already out. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, so this coffee has got some nice acidity. There was a bit of florality in the very beginning, like when it was just freshly brewed. After that, that has gone away. There is a lot of like dark chocolate uh, kind of notes there. There is a lot of there is a sort of lurking bitterness, but it's actually not bitter or smoky. Um, the acidity in this is more berry-like rather than being a more citrus forward acidity. It's there, it's quite nice, but then it drops off very quickly instead of it being like a long uh, like a long acidic quality. Decaf has very coffee flavor. Yes, usually that's the case. There was this Colombia Huila decaf that I had from Say, which did not taste like coffee. Like it tasted like coffee, but it did not have that coffee flavor. By the way, at WOC, um, I used to the first booth that I used to go to every morning was the Swiss water booth. Have a full cup of coffee, then go to all the roasters and try and sample their things. And at the end of the day, again, I would go to the Swiss Water booth, have a coffee there, and then go back to the place that where I was staying. Um, surprise, because that was the only place where I could enjoy a full cup without being without being bombed with all the caffeine. Oh yeah, they had hard life. Yes, hard life. There was, I think, in the roaster village there were around 150 booths. I think, um, out of which I am not sure if I was able to sample all the coffees from everywhere. Some of them I just skipped because I was not too interested. Like Kiss the Hippo, they are roaster based out of UK. Uh, they were more like generic tasting coffees instead of and more medium to dark roasted coffees. They had some fun stuff though, like some fancy processed coffees which were very interesting to look at. But yeah, mostly I focused on a lot of roasters that I have never heard of, and also people from different countries where I didn't even know that there was a big coffee scene there. There were a couple of Slovenian roasters who were very nice. There was one roaster from Iran. Those guys were also quite nice. They had a very fancy packaging, which I like. There is now a bit of sweetness coming in. Hmm. I'm looking for. Okay, so there are two people here, right? I tend to chug my coffee. I cannot do that. I have not been a huge fan of drinking like very hot things. Not with coffee, not with tea, not with anything. I can't do do that. My tongue gets burnt quite easily. So there is something that I wanted to discuss and to look at, if it is possible. Now, well, okay, we'll look at something. So I wanted to try something. I was looking for some recommendations on Indian coffees that I could buy or have a look at for my other reviews, because I don't want to be doing a lot of international coffee reviews. That thing I feel is covered already quite a bit when it comes to being on YouTube. So, like, if you guys have any recommendations or something that made for new harvest, yes, I think the new harvest should start with April, right? Mid March. Okay, you're already there almost. Is there something that you are interested in, or like you are excited for, or you're waiting that Ground Zero acquired some new greens from Ratnagiri should be out soon? Uh, Ratnagiri coffees, I'm not a huge fan, to be honest. Yes, I heard, but I've also heard that it is pretty unobtainium. Really, why Ratnagiri coffees for me are too fermenty and too funky. I cannot enjoy that. Like, I'm okay with funk, but I don't want it to be like over the top. Uh, Ratnagiri used to have quite a lot of nice washed coffees. I think they have just swayed away from it for a while. Not sure why. Hello, hello, hello. Funk better than Worsley. Uh, yes, washed, lame washed. Yes, I can get that. But I think like there needs to be some good options for washed coffees. I don't think having all coffees being a fermented thing is not a good sign. Howdia was okay for me. It wasn't bad. But like, I don't think Blue Tokai had any lights last year. But that's the yeah, it wasn't good. If you compare it to a couple of years prior, yeah, they were not good for sure. I mean, I'm also not very sure like what is it about the coffee beans. I feel that Howdia 2023 was, yes, it was very good. It was quite a lot of nice florals and things. N72, yes, N72. N72 last year or 2023, I'm not sure if I liked it as much compared to the earlier ones. If you're talking about the Riverdale N72. 24 fed Fika, yes. Mm. The batch I got, I had two batches of it. One was very good, one was like meh. I've also felt Blue Tokai was quite consistent with their roasting earlier. These days, I feel they have also gone in the way of being very inconsistent. The good thing is that they are willing to like replace your coffee for yogurt, chocolate powder. No, no, no. Mine wasn't like that. Mine wasn't like that. One of the batches was like just flat and a bit of flavor. The other batch was quite nice with a lot of like grapefruit peel and some amount of like sweetness. I also feel like I should start taking notes now. That's I used to do it like long back, but for the past 2 3 years, I've just not bothered. Um, oh, sorry, I I missed it. The chocolate coated strawberry coffee. How is it? Did you try it? Black and white. Black and white coffees are nice. I like. Okay, so one thing. Even the funky coffees from black and white are not that funky compared to the Indian funky coffees that Indian roasters say are not that funky. If it made sense at all. Now it has gotten like very tea-like of sorts. Like there is a bit of that drying finish that coming. Yeah. Like was it the smell? Okay. Like, do you get a lot of that fermentiness in the taste? Not really, right? So that's the thing I'm talking about. I mean, with a lot of these funky fermented, like international coffees, you don't get a lot of that weird funk ferment. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's not. It's not going to be clean, but even if the scale for the funk is turned all the way up, even then it's not super funky. Like it is not fermenty or it does not have that vinegary taste to it. A lot of Indian coffees do. Well, I've not tried that one. Okay, cool. I have I have no, I don't have a couple of coffees. I have only one coffee from Archers at this point. It's the Mejorado. Yeah, I did not try any of the producer lot series from Lutokai this year or even last year. I think maybe this year I had the Sima fermented something something. It was pretty okay. It wasn't that bad. Archer's roasty. I have not tried that. Okay. The only rose coffee I had was I think Grey Soul Rose. I did not like it. I almost puked. I also have a couple of other like decaf these things samplers which I'm going to show you. Maybe I'll yes, I think so. Just a second. I'll be back. I'll show you a couple of things that I got. Yeah. So this is something. So it's a Colombian coffee. It's a washed Castillo and Senicafe. So this is a varietal I've never tried. I had not even heard of. This tastes very much like coffee, I would say, but it has a little bit of sweetness. This is quite interesting. Excited for this. This is again a decaf. Um, the other one, I have, the other one here I have is a Ravanda Nyamyumba. I don't know how to say it. So this is again a small batch series. It's a natural process bourbon. Also, the thing is, this coffee is like done at a women's cooperative washing station. So this is also quite nice. A lot of like sugarcane kind of sweetness, a lot of honey notes, and a little bit of berries. This is also interesting. And the third, like decaf I have is a Ethiopian Telila washed decaf from Scenery. So quite excited about a couple of these coffees. Like these are some nice decafs that I have. The Scenery coffee I want to do both espresso as well as a pour over stream with that. Maybe I'll figure out a couple of different things we could try so that we can have like a series of decaf brews in the night sometime like a live stream. Oh, also, would you guys be interested in a tea live stream? I think for like if I do a Gong Fu Cha session, there would be multiple brews that I will be doing, and there would be a lot more to talk about that compared to like when I'm talking about coffee on a live stream. I think there is a lot of waiting that happens when I'm brewing coffee, like hot. The aromas, then you wait for it, then you taste it a bit, and then you again wait for it. I think the when it comes to tea, because you're doing smaller quantities of liquid and you're brewing it like continuously again and again and again, there is a lot that happens and there is a lot of transformation in the taste and the aromas. So that would be something interesting to talk about. You eat sensory. I have a sensory cup. Yes, I have the jasmine cup. The other sensory cups, the Oreo Sense, are very nice for aroma. Yes, even the sensory jasmine cup is quite nice. Maybe I'll get the sensory like Oreo Sense cups. Maybe I'll see where to get them. But yeah, that's for me. The bigger problem is trying to manage all of the things that I have. Unfortunately, my place is too small and I don't have a lot of storage space to keep the things. So that's why I am not very keen on buying a lot of new like glassware or things like that at this point. Okay. Anyway, this was it for today. I think I'll just go uh, drop off from the stream. Yes, too much glassware is an issue. Yes, yes. I have a lot of I have a lot of stuff. Anyway, so guys, so this is what we brewed today. It was a Ethiopian Suke Kuto decaf. quite interesting. It was a sample roast given to me by Swiss Water. Um, I think I'll try to do a couple more like live streams through the week. Like one live stream maybe every week. We'll see how that manages. That I can manage, and maybe do a couple of tea videos next. Maybe I'll do one coffee video and then a couple of tea videos on the YouTube channel. I think there isn't a lot of Indian tea channels as well. Like at least I have not found something that I have found interesting on YouTube. If there is something that you guys think, please share with me on the Discord or even here is fine. Um, but yeah, what like would you guys be interested in watching tea videos? Is that something I should do here, or do you think it would be better to do it on a separate platform? I'm not getting. I think there's nobody here. All right. Anyways, guys, I'll just drop off. I think. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.